Do you want to learn how to solve this thing really, really quick? Then you're probably in the wrong place. I don't know how to solve this very fast, but I do know how to solve it in like 2 minutes. So if that's what you're into, then stick around because I think I did a pretty good job with this one. Before I try to teach you how to solve this, I just want to let you know, I only learned how to solve it like 2 months ago. My best time's like a minute, 20 seconds maybe. I don't really know the best ways to do these things, but this is how I learned it. And I did notice when I was learning it that all the tutorials kind of focused on teaching you what left prime meant and what, front prime was and the difference between front prime and back prime. I'm not going to teach you that way. I'm going to show you how I move the cube in each step very slowly. It's going to be very, very boring if you know what you're doing. And at the same time, I'm going to tell you how I remember each step. That's it. It's not going to be anything crazy. So, without further ado, this is how you solve the Rubik's Cube. So the whole point of the white cross is to get a white cross on top and then match the colors on the sides, which probably doesn't make much sense right now, but this is kind of what it means. See these oranges, how they line up on the side? That's the whole point. You have to do that for each side and make a cross on the top. The easiest way I find is to push it to the bottom like I'm doing with this green and white block and turn it to the correct side, as you'll see, and then I just spin it up to the top. And it's pretty easy from there. You're not disturbing anything. Sometimes you will see the colors are backwards like this. It's pretty easy to fix. You just turn the top over, turn the side down to connect those greens, and then you have to be sure to flip that top back to where it was so you don't disturb the other pieces. And then when you flip the green up, you get another piece to your cross. Now you continue to do this for each side, and then you're good to go. And on to the white corners. White corners are very fun, but there is one thing that you'll need to know. To know which corner piece you need, you have to know which sides you're working between. So in this case, I have the red center on my left, the green center on my right, and then the white center on the bottom. You're going to need to find the green, red, and white corner piece, and then put that in the top left corner on the green side. So there's the green, red, and white piece, and now it is in the top left corner. You can do it on the right side of the red piece, but I find it more comfortable to do the sexy move on the left side. To each his own. So the sexy move itself, I just did twice. It is just up, over, down, and back. And you continue to do this until the piece is in the white layer and positioned in the right direction. Then you do it for each side, and your white layer is solved. Okay, on to the second layer. Now, second layer starts getting a little bit harder. The one big thing you need to know is which sides you're working between, similar to the last algorithm. In this case, we are working between the orange side, which you see in front of us, and then the blue side is on the left. So, in this bottom layer, we see the orange and blue side piece. This algorithm will move that side piece from the bottom middle to this left corner piece that I'm touching there. And here's the algorithm. We do push it away, down, push it away, up, bring it back, and then turn the front, line the whites up on the left, and then twist it up. And that's how we get that piece into that slot. Now, sometimes you may find the colors are actually backwards. This isn't too much of an issue. It just adds a couple more steps. So to get it out, we use the same algorithm. We go down, over, up, back, twist the front, line up the whites, and twist it up. Now, it's out of there. So now we go find it again. There it is. We twist it back to the front. We're going to put it on the left, and then we just do the algorithm one more time. So push it away, down, push it away, up, bring it back, now twist the front, line the whites up, and now the color should be on the right side. Okay, let's slow down for a second and go over what I'm about to teach you in the yellow layer. The yellow layer is broken down into two parts. The first part uses only the front algorithm, and the second part uses only the fish algorithm. You can actually start at any of these patterns, but somebody's going to be unlucky and get the one dot pattern, the one yellow square in the middle. So from there, you'll do the front algorithm, and you'll get this horizontal line. You have to make sure it's horizontal. If it's vertical, just turn the cube, and you're fine. Then do one more front algorithm, and you'll get this little yellow L corner shape, and make sure that's up in the top left. You might actually find other little yellow squares around it. That's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to change which of the next four options you get. From there, you do one more front algorithm, and you'll get either plus, no headlights, headlights, or bow tie. There's going to be a certain spot where you do the fish algorithm for each. I'll go over that in a second. But from there, after doing that fish algorithm, you'll get the fish pattern, and then do one more fish algorithm in a certain spot there, and you'll be finished of the yellow layer. Here's how you do it. Okay, so we're going to start here, square one, and this is the very, very beginning. You have only the one yellow square in the middle. So this is part one, so we do the front algorithm. Here's how the front algorithm goes. I remember it as front, top, side, top, side, front. So it's front, top side, front. Now I turn the cube, I get my horizontal line, and I do it again. Front, top, side, top, side, and front. And see, I have that little extra cube down, yellow cube down in the left corner. No problem, I still have my corner L up in the top left, so I can do my front algorithm one more time. Front, top, side, and front. Now I'm going to go over each of the possible combinations. We have 4 different ones that I showed you in the flowchart, so here's how you do each. So plus, there's going to be sides with 2 yellows, sides with 1 yellow. You want to make sure you do this on the side with no yellows. And then you do the fish algorithm, which is up, over, down, over, up, over, down. And that's the fish algorithm. And you can see the fish pattern right there. Now we have headlights. So you have these 2 yellow squares on the very front, and you just line up to there, and you do the fish algorithm on either side. So up, over, down, over, up, over, down. There's the fish. Now we have bow tie. So you can see these 2 yellows on each side, and that 1 cube that I'm touching in the middle. You got to do the fish algorithm on that cube. It can be left or right side. Either or will work. There's the fish. Now we have no headlights. This one's a little bit trickier. So we have no yellows on the front, so we turn to the side. And we do fish on the corner without the yellow, so the right side in this case. And there's our fish. Okay, on to the fish pattern. The big takeaways here are to find the fish's nose, which is right there, and then find the yellow block that is on either side of the fish's nose. If it's on the right, you do the right hand fish algorithm. If it's on the left, you do the left hand. And by the time you finish it, you will have a completed yellow layer, just like that. Just a quick side note. When you have fish, go to the nose, you find your yellow. Now, sometimes I would have trouble trying to realize, which hand do I flip with in the beginning, which way does it turn when I first start. So my rule of thumb is if you start with your left hand, then you flick with your left hand. Down, over, up, over, over, down. Okay? Hopefully that helps. And now we have yellow corners. Yellow corners isn't too bad. Sometimes you might have a pair already. In this case, we don't. So first we check to see if we have any. Sadly, we don't. And so it doesn't matter where we do the algorithm. The algorithm is down, send it across, down, send it back, up, send it across, and up, send it back. That gives us a fish. We find its head, find the yellow corner, and then we do the fish algorithm. Up, over, down, over, up, over, over, down. Now we should have a matching set of corners. We actually have a whole side in this case. That goes to my right hand, and now we do the same thing again. Down, send it across, down, send it back, up, send it across, and up, send it back. We have the fish, see his head, see the yellow corner, and then do the fish algorithm one more time. And there, the corners are done. Now time for the centers. I set it up so we don't have a full side now, just to show you the entire process. In this case, it doesn't matter. We just do the fish algorithm in any spot. So we get the fish, solve the fish, and now that will solve one side. We make sure we put that side to the back, and now we have to do the fish algorithm 1 or 2 times. I believe in this case we are lucky enough to get it done in just 1. Don't worry if it takes 2 though. And that's how you solve a cube in under 2 minutes. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed. You probably didn't. I hope you learned something, more importantly, and it's been good having you. And if you have the corner L, it has to be in the top left. It can't be anywhere else.